The document Fidelius found likely referred to a temporary movement of cash, untraceable bills, petty cash for top members of the organization, no less than $5 million. Well, speaking of gambling with money, we are back at the poker table here in Sunshine Shuffle. In the last episode, we decked out the boat a little bit. I think now it comes to decking out the people, or the animals, I should say. So hopefully we can win big this round, and hopefully we will hear the end of the story. I thought we would so in the last episode, so I thought that was going to be the final episode, but here we are. So without further ado, let's head back into Sunshine Shuffle. The money would be stored in a bank operated by the fishing mob for transport the next day. If the morning shift robbed the bank first and only stole the insured cash legally held in the vault, the fishing mob would take a hit while not actually losing any resources. I'm gonna lose a lot on this hand. And the fishing mob would need to suppress much of the investigation that would usually surround this event for the sake of the illegal currency on the premise at the time of the heist. Oh. Yeah, you can see the cards are all different now on the table and with the background and such because we decked it out. And the fishing mob would need to suppress much of the investigation that would usually surround this event for the sake of the illegal currency on the premise at the time of the heist. Yeah. Is that about right? Well, yes. So that's why it was so easy for you to find the morning shift after all these years. Cool. Glad I folded. It wasn't that easy, lad. Don't you worry. It was fairly easy, actually. That's unfortunate. What's happening? Well, things are heating up, he says, but why is everyone looking at him? Pay attention to the table, people. Animals, gamblers. There we go. Keep that up and you'll become a target, Mr. Nice Guy. Shut up, Andy. But this time it seems like it's Billy that's the big problem. And not so much Andy. Yeah. Mr. Fossifox already knows how we did it, all of it. The records are fairly clear. And that is the possible... Oh, I have everything. I have a chance for a straight, a flush, something. The First Eastern Bank installed new security tech. You took advantage of the vulnerabilities, controlled the crowd. You did there we go. Exactly what you set out to do with as little flash as I have a flush, not a flash, as possible, and you got away. No more, no less, and no blood. It was a nice piece of work. Then why the F are we here? Also, Billy, I'm gonna rake you over the coal. Yeah, pay up. You are the who. You have the how. You have the where. Are you going to put a bullet in the back of our heads or not? Well, Jordan, you've been bossed 3 out of 3 times before we barely got started, so I think you need to shut up. Because if we're going to sit around so you can do some grand detective reveal bull crap first, I'll skip to the end and put the gun in my own Okay, Jordan, I know you're losing, but calm down here. Jordan! Hey, since the adults effed this up before I was born, can I go? No, Billy. You can't. You're stuck here with us. Billy! I'll probably get a straight. Take out the kid first and I'll give you everything I earned from the morning shift. Jordan! The fishing mob lied to me, Jordan. For the past 4 months, I've been working for a Mr. Mollusk, as if I wouldn't figure out who was paying me. I wanted to know the why... The hello there. I wanted to... No. I wanted to know the why behind the morning shift, because if the criminals behind the heist were decent creatures, I wasn't going to let them die. Does that answer your question? I could get a 3, an 8, a 6, a 7. This is decent. We didn't get away with anything, though. There we go. There's the straight. Hang on to that thought, Peter. I'm just gonna question. I'm not gonna confront. No. I don't care about you all in. I have a straight, so give me all your money, Andy. Pay up 1 pair and you go all in. And I was afraid of you the other 2 episodes. Did you not keep the money? Then what are we playing for here? Do you think we'd be sitting here with you if we managed to get away with it? Just wait. Got a king. Who knows? Maybe some stuff can happen. And we can drown out Peter. We robbed the largest bank on the eastern seaboard, lost every damn dime, and Brutus effing died. And my hand did too. Dang it. All because of me. All because of you, Jordan? I could get a queen, actually. How lucky would that be? Never mind. I got a pair. We might be in the clear here. Bet. So Peter folded. The kid raised. Ah, well, let's just see what he got. He had a flush. Oh, well. So it looks like it's gonna be me and Billy fighting out the table this time. And this time I'm gonna get the money because we need it for the new clothes. But don't really have a pair. Can you keep talking, please? So we can finish up this story here. Okay, you won. We'll see if your luck holds out, Mr. Fuzzy Fox. Ooh, not bad. So it's me, Peter, and Billy, and Peter is not doing well. We took too much money. That was on me too, Jordan. We can't be miserable together. Yeah, Peter's gonna be miserable too in a second here, because he ain't gonna be able to pay the blinds. I'm supposed to have the information. There we go. There's the all-in. And... no, he survived. So there's gonna be another all-in from Peter in a second here. There we go. 69. Nice. That's gotta be a clue or a premonition or whatever you want to call it. There was a private safe on the upper floor. I thought the mob's money would be stored in there because of course it should. Peter kept an eye on the cameras. Phileas and Brutus handled the crowd, and me and Andy grabbed every pile of cash in the vault that we could get our hands on. Also, what is this hand? Well, I could get a 5. Who knows? Take out Peter. Stop calling, Billy. I knew it was a lot of money, but I didn't know what that much money should look like. By the time we made it back to our warehouse, we were celebrating, and we could tell it's a lot, but... it's basically just a couple of thousands. I kind of miscalculated it. This is not a good hand. There was a tracker in the cash. No, you can have that for yourself, Billy. What does Billy have? Only a pair? Oh, well. Oh, Peter had a straight! Oh! The fishy mob stored all of the money, legal and illegal, in the same vault. So Peter survives a little bit longer. I watched Brutus' face when we realized what happened. In just a moment, I saw him struggle and decide, well, who to save. Could get a 3, maybe. He shouted for us to leave the money behind. That he did, and he picked up a gun as the doors blew open. Could get a 7. Threw Peter here out of the building lest the boy join him. The last time we saw Brutus, he was spilling red over a pile of money taller than he was, and still shooting anyway. My best friend died for me, Mr. Fuzzy Fox. We didn't get away with anything at all. My condolences. Peter is hanging on for dear life here. Can't blame you for that fold, boy. Shut up, shut up. Blame Peter. Blame him. Also, what are these cards? So it's me and the kid. Ah, could get a flush. Flush? No. You wanna know how you can really tell the fishy mob is run by cruel bastards? The burnt guy? Wait, what? Burnt guy? Did they burn a guy? Yeah. Shut up, Peter. Ah, Christ, that's a horrible hand. Yeah, it was in the news. I'm gonna call it anyway. Lit up a cocktail like a torch. Or cockatiel like a torch. An 8-oil queen would be fantastic just about now. God, no! I was talking about the funeral. Dang it. Oh, wow, yeah, I remember that. This freaking kid. The fishy mob covered up what happened at the warehouse, which means they got to keep all of the money in the end. This has to be it. There's a flush waiting for me here. The news reported the shootout as a separate incident, possibly related to the heist. Then they took Brutus' body and they buried him. What is this hand? They held an entire funeral to try to bait us out. Our friend is buried on ground owned by the fishy mob, and if any of us ever visit to pay our respects, he died for nothing. Adds insult to injury, huh? Oh, I want that? Huh. Take that, Billy. This is a flush. How do you feel? I'm gonna raise this one, actually. I have a good feeling about this hand. I feel like I told Brutus goodbye dozens of times in the mirror and none of them really counts. Didn't I just ask how you feel? Where is he? You ever feel that way, Fidelius? I'm out of this one. So it's me and the kid. I don't think I'll ever say goodbye to him, if I'm honest with myself. Okay, so it was a heist gone rogue, and they lost their friend. That's sad. I like hot oatmeal with strawberries. Brutus liked that too. Every time I have some, he's there. Oh, that's a sweet thought. Also, is that a pear? Is that 2 pears? Billy, pay up. Don't fold. Don't you dare fold, kid. Isn't youth supposed to come with speed? Don't fold. Thank you. Yeah, we should absolutely have this one. And then he folded. Can I do it again? Shut up, Andy. You're not at the table, and well, you are at the table, but you don't have any chips, so your right to speak is severely limited. You know, most people don't know that I was raised by my grandparents. You told me that once. I suppose that's not the kind of thing that you would forget, lad. Yeah, sure. Do you want to talk about it? I want to talk about this hand that just dropped on me. Billy, you're about to pay up. I can. I don't want to be awkward. It just struck me that if something ever goes wrong, I'd... Oh, a full house. I'd want all of you to know me. Okay, Billy's been aggressive on this one. And I have nothing. Oof. I have absolutely zero. He's gonna bet 100. This is interesting. Always hold a little back with a check. I dig it. Shut up. Oh, we split it. Whoops. Clicked out the game. Hang on a second here. I clicked everything wrong here. And we're back. Sorry. Brutus was a cat, wasn't he? That he was, lad. Maybe. Oh, holy language. Language, of course. Ooh. Oh boy. Of course. Your mom is Ruth Moore. Is she doing okay? Does she still make those little butter cookies? Oh, that sounds lovely. You look just like him. I can't believe I didn't see it. Ooh. An ace, a 9, a jack, and anything. That's why you let me hang out here, and why Mom won't let you come inside the house. Probably, eh? Did my dad know I was coming? This is bad. It was the happiest I've ever seen him. The most driven, too. I drove Billy to a fold. Looks like we're gonna be buying new clothes soon. He wanted that money for you and your mother. Wanted the whole business concluded. In that warehouse, I guess he figured, one way or another, you wouldn't make it far with the mob on your daddy's back. I gotta pay him. Okay. He loved you before he ever spoke your name out loud, boy. This is not gonna end well. I'm sorry. Call it. Okay. Oh, he's gonna have a straight or flush or something. Mom didn't tell me his name. I guess she thought it was dangerous. No, I can't. One pair, you absolute... Okay, well. I think he beat my hand anyways. Stupid cards. I'm folding. Oh. Brutus is a nice name for a dad. Wait. Oh. Is this Brutus' kid? Or have I not been paying attention? Now I feel a little horrible about beating him so badly. Not really. It could turn into something. Come on, keep talking, Billy. I want to hear more. I want to hear the story. How long did you and Dad work at the factory together? We didn't start at the same time, but we started the same way. Right after high school. Must have been nice being able to get a decent job with just high school degree. For a long time it was. It was hard work, but it paid enough to start a family, and that's what Brutus cared about. Then the company decided to cut costs and lay everyone off. If that hadn't happened, there's a good chance none of us would be sitting here now. False. That's an interesting reality to consider. Ha! That reveal probably wrecked at least one hand. Yeah, it wrecked mine. Yeah, I ain't got nothing. Well. Try me. Okay. You have 2 pairs. Dang it. Well, okay. I got fooled by a kid. It's hard to imagine you having grandparents, Fiddlius. Why? I know that had to be the case. It's just hard to picture. I don't see why, but okay. Oh, that's because he's so old. Oh, that's why. I'll pretend I didn't hear that. To make a long story short, Dad went somewhere, Mom went to the bottle, and no matter what Charlie and Rhoda stayed. Or no matter what, Charlie and Rhoda stayed. Unlike Billy is gonna be staying at this table, if you catch my drift. To make a long story short, Dad went somewhere, Mom went to the bottle, and no matter what, Charlie and Rhoda stayed. That's how you should say it. Well, they were good creatures. I hope I can be like them one day. I'm just gonna keep this going, I think. Yeah, all in. Okay. 1 pair, 3 of a kind, pay up. There we go. We won another tournament. And we should be close to the end of the story here. Hang on. I'm just gonna... Hang on. There we go. Because what we're gonna do now quickly is we're gonna head to shop. And we're gonna head down at the bottom. And we're gonna buy a mod. You know what? I like Dusk. So we're gonna get that. And then we need some outfits. Oh, yeah, right. I need to double click into... Look at that. And he's got a little hat. And then Billy's got a new outfit. Jordan needs a new outfit. Then Peter. I don't have the money for it. Oh no! Oh well. Prop Seymour. Did we put anything in Seymour's corner? Yes, we did. Okay. So we're Gucci so far. I think I actually wanted this instead. There we go. Look at that. And then over here, Billy's corner, he's gonna get a pirate flag. No, the Skellefriend, I think. What do we have up here? The plants. You know what? I actually like this one better. There we go. So we just need to win one more, and we can deck out all the peoples here. No, I didn't mean to do that. We need Peter's new clothes, Andy's new clothes, and Fiddlius needs new clothes. We're getting look how fancy it is. Well. Look at Billy. He looks like a dealer now. I'm glad I folded. Unless it's a 4. Nope. Oh wait, what just happened? Okay. Hey, Fiddlius! Oh, no one had anything. Okay. I'm gonna get a royal flush here. Hi, lad. You aren't my dad, and you don't have to be, okay? I understand your point. And you still owe me 14,000. Ha! I'll keep that top of mind, lad. Decent, decent. Not what I hoped for, but decent. Okay, 2 pairs. That's good. I won that one. Don't worry, you'll be getting new clothes in no time. With how I'm playing right now. Actually, fold. Come on, keep talking. I want to hear the story. Now we're too focused on the poker. You were so talkative and now you're not saying anything. Was that the end of the story? Did we hear it? Oh, there we go. What happened to the rest of the money? The stuff we picked up before the bank heist. Well, you know that story. I was able to pay for physical therapy and went to an exciting life in insurance. Jordan's going to college, Peter has his repair shop, Phileas has the boat. And that kid is $14,000 rich. He's gonna be fine. Did you get anything, kid? Billy can become anything he wants when the time comes. Me and Ruth are making sure of it. Oh, so they adopted Billy. Did they? I'm not even sure anymore. And yet, you've mysteriously don't have the 14,000 you owe me. No child should be given that much money at once. I agree. Absolutely agree. Then you shouldn't have bet it, old man. Oh, I see potential here. Why do you want to know, Mr. Fuzzy Fox? I'm thinking about our options here. Leaving would be clean, but it sounds like you don't have those kinds of funds available. Especially you, Jordan, because you suck at poker. Also fold. We could scrounge it up maybe, but we do have lives here. That also sounds like it could expose Billy and Ruth. It's a tricky situation, no doubt about that. Okay, it's me and you, Jordan. Let's see how this one goes. I need a 9. I need a 9 badly. I didn't get it. I have to keep betting. This is a big one. This is a big one. This could make or break everything here. Oh boy. Oh boy, that doesn't look good. I'm gonna keep it going. This is a crazy pot. Well, not really, but everyone is just full on. I need a 9. I didn't get that. Someone has a 3 and a 5. I know it. I'm just gonna check now. Not that I am going to give you the 14,000 right now. I'm pretty sure not paying your debts is illegal. 3 of a kind. Jordan, why did you all of a sudden start playing poker? You've been shite this entire time. When have the things you've heard about at this table been legal, kiddo? Not that I'm giving it to you now, but what would you even do with it? Investing. Wow, smart kid. Care to elaborate on that master plan? No. I have a system, and it's secret. Yeah, good thing I folded out of that one. And then the kid stirs up trouble. Just a good stretch here. I'll take a break from the poker table. 1 pair. That's all they had. I think I need to start just calling everything. My mom still makes those little butter cookies, Peter, since you asked earlier. She said they were her special cookies for her special little man. I used to be a special little man. What? This ain't good. Nothing! Man, I still think about those cookies sometimes. I'm glad that she's okay. When your parents started dating, Billy, I remember your mom would drop by the warehouse sometimes to say hello to your father. She'd bring him a plate of those cookies and whisper to me that her plan was to make him so fat that he couldn't leave. Ah, smart girl. Judging by his figure, she nearly succeeded. I don't like this at all. Oh, poor Jordan. Never really got a hang of the poker playing here. Well, he is the chip leader, so maybe I should shut up, actually. Oh my god, bad cards, bad cards. I didn't fold, shut up, Billy. Find the pace of the table. Nope, get me out. They for sure aren't talking much now. As far as I know, there's 4 teams looking for the morning shift. None of them have the information that I do. Thank heavens. So, I can make the evidence lead to any store we want. Including a story where Junior Joey gets exactly what he's looking for, a row of corpses. You're going to tell the mob that we died? Yes. Are they really gonna buy that without bodies? I can find bodies. Where do you get the bodies from, though? Do not tell the lad how you find bodies. Just don't, Race. Oh god. Race capped. Okay, well, we'll try that. I need a jack, please. Not an 8 or an... Okay, that's also helpful, actually. Why is everyone so happy to race all of a sudden? Race capped again? Someone's got a flush, I know it. Someone's got a flush, I know it. And I'm gonna lose all my money. I'm gonna keep racing, ha. Are you gonna fold? Nope. She called, or he called. Full house. Oh boy. I have 5 chips. Oh heck. That was so bad. Yep, I'm all in, I guess. I still want to know where the bodies come from, Mr. Fuzzy Fox. Why? It's pretty simple to buy a body, Billy. Medical schools do it all the time. Oh god, don't teach the kid that. Please stop there, I beg of you. Me too, I also beg of you. The lad doesn't need ideas. This is why I want to be cremated. That's actually a great way for a crooked funeral home to get paid twice, in my experience. Don't. I didn't need to hear that. I am out, it seems. There is no chance for me here. Well, Peter and Andy and Fiddlius, you won't be getting new clothes. Because, I botched this one. Yeah. Well. Skip game. I'm not gonna sit through that. It does sound like we're getting close to the end of the story. Because they are not talking a lot anymore. Do we get to choose how we die? Whoa, Billy, that's dark. Would you like to? You're thinking about death at your age? Sure. What did you do growing up? As far as deaths go, I'd like a car crash. Something gruesome. If the body is really mangled, that makes your job easier, right? I appreciate the thought. I'll take an overdose. It's how most people thought I'd end up anyways. Oh, poor Jordan. You can just make one up for me. I don't want to think about that. I don't blame you, Peter. I respect that. I think I'd like a good old-fashioned drowning. Living by the sea, dying by the sea. It'd be a shame if my death didn't have a little poetry in it. And you, Billy? Planes. Mamma mia, this might be a straight flush, actually. A plane crash? Planes. You're never going to stop haunting us, are you? We've got 2 pairs, so we're still good. No. Jordan, it's gonna cost you a lot. Jordan, I'm trying to help you. Jordan. Exactly. Thank you. Well, it seems we got an accord. News of our tragic death will reach the fishy mob, and in a little while we can live like normal creatures. There's just one last point of business before Mr. Fuzzy Fox goes back to the mainland. Is there? Indeed there is. What comes afterwards? We'll all need a fifth for a game, provided I'm indisposed, or Billy has school, or Andy is in a big meeting. I'd like Mr. Fuzzy Fox to come aboard the SS Sunshine again anytime he wish. But, you know, I had my fill of making decisions by myself. What say all of you?
They're okay in my book.
I like Mr. Fuzzy Fox. They're smart. They don't make me feel dumb. Freaking coward, Andy, folding all the time. And they aren't trying to kill us. It's a nice change.
I mean, as long as they can keep putting money on the table.
God, Billy. Jordan. You're giving us our lives back, Mr. Fuzzy Fox. I've been prickly, I know, but I respect you. As long as I'm here, you can come to the sunshine whenever you want. I couldn't put it better myself, son. Mr. Fuzzy Fox, you joined an old sea dog and his strange band and treated their stories like they mattered. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I look forward to seeing you very soon. And even though we didn't get to finish the last poker tournament, we didn't get to deck out the people or the animals fully. It comes to an end here. I'm not gonna do an extra episode just to get the clothes for the last of them. This is what we got. We got to deck out the boat. We got to deck out half of the people, basically. And we got a conclusion to the story about the heist going wrong and how these 5 creatures found each other. I hope you have enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next one. All right, I am out.